Hello and welcome to episode number 15 of my Bari career mode. Like I said, in the last episode, we are in the middle of the summer transfer window. We're going into our first match of the second season. In the first season, we played Atalanta in round 3 of the Coppa Italia, and this time we drew them for the opening round 2 of the Coppa Italia. So we're going to their home ground again, which is where we beat them last season. And there's one of our new signings, Olivier Kemen. We got him from Newcastle, of course. And Atalanta, they still have all their good players that they had last year when we played them. I knew that my work was probably cut out for me again. But yeah, I was looking forward to seeing if we could pull this off again, or if Atalanta were going to get their revenge. They play a 4-4-1-1, Consigli in the goal, Chigurini, Bonaventura, Morales, Denis, all good players in their side. And then our side, a 4-3-3, of course. Pena was the guy who played last time, but I decided to go with Guarna here. Neither one of them are very good. It's basically just all luck if I can keep that ball out of the net. And right away, third minute here, they would have an opportunity here, but Samnik blocks the ball nicely, forcing a corner. And I knew right there that I had my hands full again, just like we did in the first game when we played them last season. But we head this one away, clear it out of the box. It would eventually fall to Morales, and he would blow it wide, well wide of the goal here. Then Scaudone knocks him on the ground, which that was kind of funny. But yeah, early on they would be attacking, and at the end of the first half we had more possession, but we didn't do hardly anything with it. They were clearly the more threatening team, if you will. Excuse me. So Caraba on the ball here. We got him last year, our number 10. He would find Uchebo, the player that we got for free on a pre-contract agreement. And he would get an opportunity there, but we wouldn't do anything with that corner. Later on here, an incredibly awkward punch from Guarna. He's a professional goalkeeper, yet he punches the ball out like that. Definitely was an easily catchable ball, but that's just how it is on FIFA, I guess. I complain about that all the time, but regardless, we didn't concede, so I was okay with that. And then later on here, 42nd minute, Morales on the ball would play to Bonaventura. He would be working it in from the left side. Cepatelli somehow didn't block the cross, and they nearly picked up a goal right there. But we would go into halftime scoreless, 0-0. I believe that's how it was in the first game, if I remember correctly. Valencia scored the goal in the game in the first season. And that was in the second half, and we basically just held on after that. So 0-0 at halftime. We're not doing too bad, but we only had the one scoring chance. I think they had a few more shots than we did. 66th minute and a free kick right here. We would clear it away. Right here, Bonaventura on the ball. They would break in, they would break down the wing, and Giorgi would eventually get a cross on his right foot here. And somehow Guarna just throws himself out there, hopes that he touches it, and my guy had to head it behind the goal for a corner here, another threatening set piece, and they would head it wide. They did have their chances in this game. They definitely had their opportunities. Probably their best one was right here. Denis on the ball, sends it through to Levaya here, and what a tackle right there from Seok-ho, one of our new signings, the Korean center back. That was a hell of a tackle there. Great tackle from him. That was really nice. Saving what definitely would have been a goal, considering he was one-on-one, and Guarna is my goalkeeper. So Atalanta would make a substitution here as we had the throw in their end of the pitch. So they get De Luca on. Giorgi comes off. Calderoni throws this one into Kemen. I knew that this was probably my best shot at getting anything out of this game here, or we'd go to extra time, but definitely had to go forward, try and make something happen. Caraba looking for Galano. Galano times his run well, and look at this finish off that left foot right into the corner. Captain fantastic. Christian Galano puts us in front 1-0 in the 90th minute, and I don't know why, but their goalkeeper just watched it go by. I'm playing on world class, and the goalkeeper just stands there. as if there's nothing he could do about it. I don't think he would have been able to keep it out because it was a very well-placed finish from Galano, but it would have been kind of cool to see him try and dive and get it and completely miss, and then we'd win the game. But we get the game. We get the goal there. Make it 1-0 in the dying moments of this game. And once again, the Atalanta crowd is stunned that a Serie B side is going to knock them out of the cup for this second year in a row. And it's the same Serie B side that knocks them out both times. So this was pretty funny, seeing that we would go on to beat them 2 years in a row out of the Coppa Italia. And we get another big win. We win 1-0 with Galano's goal in the 90th minute there. That felt pretty damn good, I gotta say. So yeah, after that game, we would have a league game like a week later, I think. We would send Marino Defendi to Cesena, and we would be playing Cesena in our first game of the league for our second season. Funny enough. This team also has 2 Americans on it, not in real life. But on the game, Cesena purchased 2 players from MLS. Their goalkeeper, Dan Kennedy, is, I can't remember who he plays for in real life, but I know he's American and plays in MLS. And they also have Perry Kitchen, who plays for DC United. And I remember Perry Kitchen becomes pretty good on FIFA 13 career mode. I'm not so sure about FIFA 14. But yeah, I remember he got pretty good on there as well. Marino Defendi also is in the starting 11 for this game, his first game since going to Cesena, and it's against his former club that just sold him. Pretty funny there, but there's our lineup there, the exact same lineup from when we played Atalanta. If we can beat a Serie A side with this, I don't see why we can't win a game against a club like Cesena. Another strange thing about their lineup too, Defendi was playing as a left midfielder, which I don't think is really a good spot for him, but whatever. I don't really think that's a good spot for someone like Defendi. He doesn't have the best stamina, and he'd be running down that wing quite a bit. So early on here, they were attacking, which is pretty typical right here. Look at this. Guarna just kind of throws himself out there, does his best Superman impression, and the American Perry Kitchen scores a goal with the header. Their captain gets the goal there. That was incredibly aggravating there because Guarna just does that crap all the time, and it's so damn annoying. And I was thinking right there, wow, we're going to lose this game after just beating Atalanta. But Scaudoni would get a nice pass here from Caraba and would finish with his left foot very nicely after stopping it with his right. Caraba, nice little pass there. And we would draw level 1-1 in the second half. And we had a free kick from about 30 yards away. Uchebo threw a free kick. He's a strong player, so they had to foul him to stop the play there. And the wall was creeping forward. They got a yellow card for that. Galano was the guy I wanted to take this here. I wanted him to curl it to that near post. It was a little too high though, and didn't test Dan Kennedy there, unfortunately for us. Excuse me. So we did have one more opportunity, and this made me pretty mad as well. Kranjic on the ball here, but Uchebo takes it away. Caraba then shoots, forcing a save from Kennedy. Galano just does a diving header as opposed to using his fucking feet. Oh my god. I couldn't believe that he did that. That made me so mad. We should have come away with the win in this game, but we didn't. So 1-1 was the final there at full time, and after that game we would be selling Richard Lugo Martinez, and we were going to make a move for Alfred Gomes. I believe this was right before deadline day, and I thought I'd make another kind of crazy swap move like I did to get Kemen. I'd offer 400,000 euros and Guarna, who is terrible, for Alfred Gomes, a 20-year-old goalkeeper that I know will grow into probably the high 70s, maybe low 80s as far as an overall is concerned, and he already has fairly decent stats, so he'll be better. He'll be better than Guarna just because he is so much younger. And I was surprised that Torino was okay with that, and then we gave Gomes the contract, and he accepted it. So look at that. We got a young goalkeeper, which is fantastic. I knew we needed a new one. And I also looked at a couple center backs as well to bring in on loan. I looked at one who was, I believe, a regen from Roma. But he was about 5'11". He wasn't quite 6 feet tall, so I was thinking I'd like a bigger guy like Polenta was. So I decided to go after Jonathan Tah from Hamburger SV, from HSV, Hamburg, whatever you want to call him. And we ended up bringing him in to the club as well. And he's going to be a really great add for us. And that would be all that we did on transfer deadline day. So those were the moves that we would make. I think that we did fairly well as far as what we wanted to accomplish. So hopefully that'll hold us over for the rest of the season. I don't really think I'll be making too many moves in January because of the lack of funds. But you never know, might make a loan deal if I have to make one, considering this is a lower side. So here's a squad report. Now that the squad has, been finalized, not really finalized, but we've gone through the summer transfer window, and now we're on into just playing our matches in the league as we go through. And I think that one of the youth players that we brought on has already gone up by two overall, and he hasn't even played. So that's kind of promising as well. Fidato up by 2. Riley's gone down by 1. I don't know why, but I think if we play him more, he'll eventually improve. Not that it matters. He's just here on loan. So, Kaita goes up by 1. Valencia's up by 1. They want to play a little bit more, but they probably will at some point. Asuma, that's the guy I was talking about, Amabile, who hasn't even played, gone up by 2 anyway. He'll probably be I don't really think I have super promising young players at this squad yet, but hopefully they'll begin to continue to grow. I'm not expecting any world-class talent yet, but hopefully we can just continue to get good, solid players for the club. So that is it for this episode, though. If you'd like to like, subscribe, comment, and all that, it would be awesome, and I will see you next time.